On October 19, 2017, Chinese social media was abuzz with shocking images. The naked body of a woman was found lying on the grass at a hotel in Suzhou. Shortly after, several news outlets reported that the victim was none other than actress Ren Jiao. Ren Jiao, born in 1993, was a young and beautiful actress. She was born and raised in an ordinary family in Anshan, Liaoning Province, China. Although her family was not very well off, her parents always devoted their love and worked hard to help their daughter pursue her artistic dreams. As she grew up, thanks to years of hard work and training, Ren Jiao not only maintained her radiant beauty, but also kept a perfect figure with a height of 167 cm and a weight of 47 kg, along with skilled dancing abilities. In addition, Ren Jiao demonstrated her versatility with impressive skills in playing the piano, belly dancing, and cha-cha dancing. After graduating from high school with a pretty face, a hot figure, and excellent acting skills, Ren Jiao was accepted into the Beijing Film Academy, fulfilling her dream and marking the first step on her path to stardom. After years of hard work and training, Ren Jiao graduated from the Beijing Film Academy in 2010. One might have thought that the door to her career would open wide, but reality did not match her expectations. While her classmates continuously received film offers, no opportunity came her way. It wasn't until 2013 that she made her first breakthrough by winning the runner-up title in the Miss Shenzhen competition. From there, Ren Jiao caught the attention of directors and film crews, opening up new opportunities in her acting career. In 2014, Ren Jiao first made an impression when she was cast in the fantasy film Zhongkui, Snow Girl, and the Dark Crystal. With her natural and captivating acting skills, she quickly won over the audience and gained momentum in her acting career. In the same year, Ren Jiao appeared in more than 10 movies and TV dramas, rapidly becoming a familiar face to the public. In 2015, she left her mark with the role of Dao Dao, a charming girl in the film Whispers in the Night. This could be considered the most outstanding and impressive work of Ren Jiao's career, helping her affirm her acting talent. In the latter half of 2015, Ren Jiao made a surprise appearance on Running Man, a highly popular TV show. Her appearance quickly attracted attention and love from the audience, contributing to the rise of her fame in the entertainment industry. By 2017, at the age of 24, Ren Jiao had established herself as a young, promising actress. She always gave her all to every role, no matter how small, and often received praise from directors for her effort and high sense of responsibility on set. Ren Jiao was also well liked by many seniors in the industry, such as Song Xiaobao and Wang Choulam. Returning to the case after more than a month of investigation, in November 2017, the police concluded that the cause of Ren Jiao's death was alcohol-related. The examination results showed that Ren Jiao's blood alcohol concentration was very high, up to 240 milliliters, 100 milliliters, a level that leads to loss of consciousness, cognitive impairment, confusion, memory loss, inability to walk, and very slow reactions. Police assumed that, in her drunken state, Ren Jiao mistook the balcony for the door of her room and fell from the 20th floor to the ground, dying instantly. Just a few days later, the Suzhou police quickly closed the case. However, was Ren Jiao's death simply an accident? Let's find out more in the next part. Immediately after the conclusion was announced, many people expressed their disagreement with the police's findings, believing that there were still many unresolved issues and suspicions that had not been clarified. Firstly, Ren Jiao's cousin shared on social media that the family did not accept the investigation results. They felt abandoned as the doubts surrounding Ren Jiao's death were not satisfactorily addressed, yet the police had rushed to close the case. She further shared that when Ren Jiao's parents requested further investigation to clarify the unclear details, the Suzhou police refused and insisted it was just an accident with no signs of foul play. This only heightened the family's and the public's suspicions about the transparency of the case. Strangely, after some time, Ren Jiao's parents, who had initially strongly opposed the investigation's conclusion, suddenly accepted the police's verdict. They declared that their daughter had died from an accidental fall and urged everyone to stop spreading false information to avoid causing more pain to the family. They even expressed their sincere gratitude to the police. Along with this, it seemed that a group of people deliberately spread rumors to sway public opinion in a different direction, suggesting that the death of Ren Jiao's grandmother not long before had caused her to fall into depression and end her own life. However, Ren Jiao's friends affirmed that she had never shown signs of depression. In the days leading up to the incident, her mood was still very good. Specifically, on October 11, 2017, about 5 days before her death, Ren Jiao even went online to ask for recommendations for a good hair salon. Then, on October 14, 2017, just 2 days before the incident, Ren Jiao excitedly shared online that she had planned a trip with her parents. Therefore, the claim that Ren Jiao intended to commit suicide is entirely untrue. Just as public opinion was stirring, lawyer Kun Shun, the lead attorney on the case, presented sharp arguments, pointing out that the police conclusions were entirely unreasonable. Firstly, he argued that if the victim had committed suicide by jumping, her body would be severely deformed, especially since Ren Jiao fell from the 20th floor of the hotel. Typically, when someone falls from such a height, the nose, the most protruding part of the face, would be shattered, the face would be deformed, and the head would suffer significant injuries. However, images from the scene showed that the victim's face was almost intact and did not lose much blood. Moreover, the posture of someone who dies from jumping is usually twisted or bent due to the impact. But with Ren Jiao, she was lying straight, her body looking as if she was merely sleeping. In addition to lawyer Kun Shun's analysis of the victim's body, some netizens took it upon themselves to rent a room at the hotel to investigate, choosing a room similar to where Ren Jiao had stayed. According to these individuals, the hotel windows could only open to about a 15-degree angle, and there was no balcony. Therefore, it would be difficult for a girl to jump out through the window, as the police concluded, unless someone deliberately pushed her out. Secondly, an extremely puzzling and suspicious point is why the surveillance camera coincidentally malfunctioned at the critical moment. The camera only recorded Ren Jiao entering the room, and then there were no more images. No one knows what happened afterward, whether Ren Jiao left the room or if someone else entered. All these are big questions that remain unanswered. Thirdly, another suspicious point is the relationship between Ren Jiao and her manager. At the time of the incident, Ren Jiao was just an emerging actress who had only recently acquired a manager. Did this manager have a close enough bond with Ren Jiao to truly understand her, and were his statements truly reliable? Fourthly, another suspicious point is why Ren Jiao was not wearing anything when she fell. This is a very strange and unusual detail, raising the possibility that Ren Jiao might have had sexual relations or was forced into them before her death. This brings up many questions about what really happened in the room before the incident occurred. So why didn't the police conduct a DNA test to determine if anyone else was involved, but instead hurriedly concluded that it was an accident? These irregularities have led lawyer Kun Shun to become even more convinced of the hypothesis that the victim was murdered beforehand and that someone staged the scene to cover up the truth. Let's go back to October 16, 2017, to understand what really happened. Upon reviewing the surveillance footage from the Howard Johnson Hotel, the police discovered that on the evening of October 15th, Ren Jiao was accompanied by a mysterious man. The police quickly identified this man. It was Yang Xuwen, a famous actor. Yang Xuwen, born in 1994 in Jiangsu, China, is an actor with a handsome appearance and good acting skills. He graduated from the Central Academy of Drama. In his third year of university, Yang Xuwen caught the eye of Star Scouts and was signed by the renowned management company Huayi Brothers. In China, Huayi Brothers was once a leading artist management company and a major force in film production. The company was home to dozens of A-list artists such as director Feng Xiaogang, actors Zhang Guoli, Li Bingbing, Fan Bingbing, Zhou Xun, Chen Kun, Huang Xiaoming, Yang Ying, and Deng Chao. Huayi Brothers had extensive connections with the powerful Jing Quan, Beijing-based artist circle group. Therefore, actors under Huayi Brothers' management were never short of film roles. Yang Xuwen was supported by director Feng Xiaogang, and he was regarded as a potential artist. He was cast as Guo Jing in The Return of the Condor Heroes, 2017, an adaptation of the famous martial arts novel. Returning to the case, according to the testimony of hotel staff, Ren Jiao and Yang Xuwen were carrying many bags and appeared very close when they entered a room on the 13th floor together. The security camera also caught Yang Xuwen entering the hotel with Ren Jiao. However, Yang Xuwen claimed that on that night Ren Jiao drank too much, so he helped her check into a separate room. According to him, at the time of the incident, he was asleep in another room and was completely unaware of what had happened. Within just a month, the Suzhou police declared Yang Xuwen innocent, closed the case, and concluded that Ren Jiao was drunk and accidentally slipped and fell from a height, leading to her death. As mentioned earlier, there are suspicions about why Ren Jiao was not wearing anything when she fell. And more surprisingly, the police did not conduct an examination to determine whether she was raped before her death. In the context of Chinese showbiz, it is not uncommon for lesser-known actresses to be willing to sell themselves to famous seniors or film crews to build relationships and seek opportunities for career advancement. Because of this, many believe that Ren Jiao's death could be related to a failed prostitution deal, leading to such serious and tragic consequences. From this, investigators discovered some important clues. A few months before Ren Jiao's tragic death, someone accidentally recorded Yang Xuwen meeting 3 different women on 3 consecutive days. Ren Jiao was just one of the actor's partners. In the clip, Yang Xuwen can be seen drunk and bringing a woman to his home. The next day, Yang Xuwen was still gathering with friends at a karaoke bar in Beijing. After the party at the karaoke bar, as he was preparing to leave, a friend of Yang Xuwen introduced a girl to him. While sitting in the car, Yang Xuwen held the girl's hand tightly and even took her phone. He tried to persuade her to go home with him, but she refused. In the end, Yang Xuwen returned the phone to her and let her leave. And that girl was none other than Ren Jiao. The picture captured Yang Xuwen's displeased expression toward Ren Jiao's attitude. Not stopping there, Yang Xuwen continued to drive after Ren Jiao and tried to persuade her to come with him again, but Ren Jiao firmly refused. With no other choice, he had to leave. However, a little later, he returned to look for her. Although he searched everywhere, young Xuwen could not find Ren Jiao and eventually had to return home alone. In the next clip, Yang Xuwen appears again at a karaoke room, happily with another woman. After the party, the two of them returned to his home together. It is clear that in the preceding period, Ren Jiao had been harassed many times, but Yang Xuwen never let her go. Then, on October 19, 2017, Ren Jiao was gone forever. Sadly, all the evidence that came later was insufficient to convict Yang Xuwen. Many sources suggest that Yang Xuwen quickly escaped this shocking scandal thanks to the backing of his management company, Huayi Brothers, and his mentor, Feng Xiaogang. Feng Xiaogang is also a highly influential figure among Beijing filmmakers, also known as the Jingchuan Group, who control significant film resources. He was also the first Chinese director to have his hand and footprints immortalized at the TLC Chinese Theater, with many notable works such as A World Without Thieves, Let the Bullets Fly, If You Are the One, The Founding of a Republic, and The Banquet. Thanks to the strong influence of Huayi Brothers and Feng Xiaogang, discussions about Ren Jiao's death gradually faded and were removed from trending topics. Even the police report on the case was later criticized as superficial, preventing the media and the public from further commenting. Youku News further reported that on the night Ren Jiao died, Yang Xuwen was also drinking with two senior managers at Huayi Brothers, Liu Tao, and Yuan Shanshan. However, the police took no action to investigate these two individuals. Interestingly, Feng Xiaogang himself has been involved in many scandals. In showbiz, he is notorious as a powerful man with a depraved lifestyle. MC Kui Yongyuan, who exposed Fan Bingbing's tax evasion, accused him, "What is good about Feng Xiaogang? I don't see it. His crimes fill the drawers of my house." In 2016, the Chinese entertainment industry was shocked by the news that Feng Xiaogang organized a nude casting session on the set of Youth, Fanghua. Furthermore, many sources have claimed that the veteran director has a reputation for being a pervert on set. During the casting process, he used the excuse of sacrifice for art to force 50 female candidates to dance naked in front of dozens of people. After the controversy surrounding Ren Jiao's death, Yang Xuwen continued his acting career despite the gossip and criticism from the public. Although he was surrounded by many suspicions, Yang Xuwen's career did not seem to be significantly affected. He continued to act as if nothing had happened. Notably, the film Yang Xuwen was working on, CF2, was being filmed in Suzhou, and the crew's accommodation was none other than the hotel where Ren Jiao had died. This coincidence further fueled suspicions that this film might have been an indirect cause of Ren Jiao's tragedy. Following the incident, the cast, director, and film crew remained close to Yang Xuwen. Members of the production team even posted on social media thanking Yang Xuwen for caring about their birthday. Despite the controversies and scandals, Yang Xuwen's career continued to develop. In December 2018, he was awarded the Best Actor Award at the 5th China Television Awards by the China Television Artists Association. To this day, Yang Xuwen remains active in the entertainment industry. However, netizens have not forgotten the unresolved mysteries surrounding the 2017 case. Ren Jiao's name is frequently mentioned whenever Yang Xuwen appears in new projects, reminding the public of the unanswered questions around this incident. In particular, in 2021, when the scandal involving the famous artist Chris Wu broke out, a post on the Zhouben forum revived the mystery of Ren Jiao's death, and quickly drew attention. This post speculated that Ren Jiao was involved in a high-end prostitution ring and was drugged. Some netizens even shared rumors that young Xuwen and Ren Jiao had together entertained a powerful figure. Afterward, the two allegedly engaged in group relations, took drugs, and, under the influence, led to jumping from a building. However, as of now, Ren Jiao's death remains a major mystery. Her puzzling departure leaves everyone in sorrow.